Hey, it's Emily Ronnow with Pet Dog USA, and today on Ask Emily, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite tools in dog training that sometimes is pretty misunderstood, and that is your common crate. One of the tools that I use all the time in pet dog training is your common crate. And this is something that most of us have gotten used to the idea of, or at least have been introduced to when we have puppies for the purposes of potty training. But what a lot of times people don't realize is how useful this tool is throughout the lifetime of your dog. And it's not just for destructive dogs or dangerous dogs or dogs that don't know where to go to the bathroom. It's really for all dogs. And one thing it's one thing that I require of all my clients to at least have one in your home. And I'm going to talk through a couple of reasons why I think that's super important. Now, first of all, they are extremely convenient if you want to go and do other things. So a crate is a thing that sometimes as humans, we kind of get hung up on this idea of being inside of a box. We're fleshy, apey things. We come from swinging in trees. And this concept of being in a confined space is really sort of difficult for a lot of us humans we feel bad about putting our dogs in a box. Super important. Let's just get it out of the way. We aren't dogs. We don't really get it. So to our dogs, it's really a different experience. So for most dogs, being inside a small space is actually very comforting. And if you have an anxious dog at home, one of the best things that you can do to give that dog more confidence and to decrease their anxiety is to give them a safe place that they can go where they feel physiologically protected. And that's one thing that a crate does. It mimics the den. And so there's a lot of people have heard people say that before. But in potty training, it mimics the den. We hear it mimics the den, and dogs naturally don't want to go to the bathroom where they sleep. There's other things that happen inside the den, though. The den is a place of security. It's a place of retreat from threats in the world around them. It's a place where they feel safe from being attacked. And so for all of these reasons, on a very primal level, being inside of a crate is very comforting to a dog. You might even find that your dog sleeps better inside of a crate than outside of a crate. That said, the main reason I require my clients to have a crate in their home, even if you don't feel like you need one, is so that your dog can be used to coming in and out of this tool, and you are used to using this tool so that you don't have to add the stress of that learning curve on top of another already stressful situation in life, like a major injury or some kind of disaster. The fact is that if there's some sort of a disaster, or if your dog ever got hurt, they're going to have to be crated, either for transportation, they're going to have to be crated at a vet's office, they might have to be crated to board them someplace. And so for all of these reasons, if you have an animal that's particularly anxious, a lot of times I have clients that have dogs that are anxious, and I don't want to put as an owner, I don't feel comfortable with this tool. I'm really doing my dog a disservice if I do that. So what I've then done is, on top of it, so let's say my dog gets hurt and I have to take him to the vet. They're already in pain. They're already stressed out by this trip to the vet. They're already stressed out by all the sounds and everything going on. And on top of that, because I haven't done this work ahead of time, I have to add injury to insult, or insult to injury, quite literally, by dumping this learning curve on top of all this other stuff going on. Because I almost guarantee you that at some point in your dog's life, they're going to have to be able to be crated. So just a few things to think about. You can check back on other places that you can use them. I use them in cars, and there's all sorts of places that we can use them. That's not the point of this video. The point is to take the time, even if you don't feel like you need one in your house and you don't use it on a daily basis, it's still worth taking the time to own one and to get your dog used to this tool in case you need it down the road. Till next time, keep those tails a waggin'.